What is an ITIN? How do you file taxes with one? And how does it work with your accountant? In today's video, we're going to go over the ITIN in complete detail so that you can make sure you understand everything about it. Hi, my name is Zachary Jensen. I'm the managing partner here at TaxWise Financial Services. We're empowering small business owners and high net worth individuals to increase their tax savings and lower their tax liability. In this video, I want to go over the ITIN, how it works. We got a lot of folks that are non-resident aliens or people that don't have citizenship or green card in the United States that are our clients. So I thought I'd make this video to help you guys out and help you understand how it works and what it is. So the ITIN stands for Individual Taxpayer Identification Number, and it's just a 9-digit number the IRS issues you when you got to pay taxes, but you don't have or aren't eligible yet for an SSN, and you apply it on a form W7. We're going to get over that in a minute here. But it matters because you need this ITIN to properly file U.S. federal tax returns, claim your refunds, or allow tax benefits to be listed for you or your spouse or your dependent where the tax law allows. And if the person has an SSN, let's say your child has an SSN because they're born in the U.S., you use their SSN, you don't use your ITIN. So the ITIN does not authorize legal work in the U.S. It doesn't give or change your immigration status, doesn't qualify you for Social Security, it doesn't qualify you for earned income tax credit, and it's not used just to open a bank account, do e-commerce or start a business. So what is it actually for? So common examples include non-resident aliens or resident aliens who have U.S. tax filing requirements but can't give their SSN, or their spouse or dependent who needs to be listed on the return for allowable tax benefit isn't eligible for an SSN. So the IRS says spouses and dependents are generally not eligible for an ITIN unless they're filling out their own tax return or being claimed for the allowable tax benefit. So if you don't have an ITIN yet, you usually do not need to file a tax return first and then apply later. You need to submit a Form W7 with the tax return and the identity/foreign status documents together in one package, unless you qualify for an exception. And the IRS specifically says to include the tax return in the ITIN application package and not file it separately. So these things go together. The documents required in the package are the W7, federal tax return, supporting documents, and for some dependents, proof of U.S. residency might also be required. And you can apply for the ITIN by mail. You can apply at IRS Taxpayer Assistance Centers with ITIN services, or a certifying acceptant agent, which is like another business known as a CAA. And it's usually the most practical option that you can pay for because they help you skip a lot of the compliance rigmarole and help you complete the W7 and authenticate most documents so you don't have to mail your original passport into the IRS in many cases. So if the filing deadline's coming up and you still don't have your ITIN, you for sure need to do an extension. The IRS says the ITIN is not needed for an extension, so you can do your tax return extension. And if you need more time, you can apply to that. Here at TaxWise, we do that for our clients for free. So, if you're watching this and you're a client, we can take care of that for you. And this matters because this extension gives you more time to file your tax return. Not more time to pay, but more time to file, and that's the biggest penalty. So you want to pay estimated taxes if you can. So a practical move here is do a rough tax estimation, file the extension on time, pay what you expect to reasonably owe, maybe a little bit under if you want to avoid the IRS taking more money than you think they deserve, and then you can submit the the W7 package when you're ready. Now you can't do this electronically. The normal process is still to do the W7 package with a paper return attached. The IRS has noted some returns with an ITIN and SSN mismatch on wage reporting can now be e-filed in certain cases, but just to be safe, we want to file it entirely on paper so we don't have a back and forth with the IRS. Most common mistakes here are filing for an ITIN when the person is actually eligible for an SSN. You want to get your SSN if you can. E-filing the return first when the return is supposed to be attached with the W7 package. Big issue there. Sending weak or non-certifying documents, right? If you send your Chick-fil-A rewards member card, probably not a good idea. Checking the wrong reason box on W7 form, trying to claim credits that are not allowed with your ITIN, or just missing deadlines in general. So if you're somebody who's struggling with this, reach out to us. We deal with a lot of this internally and can make sure that it's done properly for you. And if you like this video, please leave a like. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.